So nerves are continuing to become damaged during the year that is having neurosoma therapy. No, to answer this question, no. But nerve damage, I mean, many things can cause nerve damage. So again, as I said, you'll have to do some research on nerve damage specifically, and just read up on it. And if you want to know about that, again, I'm not. I know what I know about, nerve damage, neurosoma, what Tom figured out, and all this stuff. I'm not a nerve expert, but I have read that. I mean, if you feel like there's nerve damage, I mean, only you can know that. Just like only I could know it in my case. Okay. Anyway, since the manipulation of small gestures and is a slow process, what is happening to the area that probably has nerve damage? Well, as I just said in the previous video, what I read is that when a nerve gets damaged, it takes like a year or so for 1 millimeter of a nerve to grow back. So again, you'll have to do your own research on that. I'm not a nerve expert. Is it continuing to worsen if the person isn't feeling any relief? I have no idea if nerves continue to worsen if the person isn't feeling any relief. Tom told me that the tingling were my nerves awakening. Now, with Tom, again, read Tom's book. The tingling feeling when the lactic acid gets removed from the spindle fibers is you can feel your muscles start to pulse and loosen up and contract again, because what happened is they've been in this contracted state for a long time, and it's not necessarily that a tingling that you're feeling. You just feel the pain go away. But that doesn't seem correct. When nerves are constricted, well, it's not that the nerves are constricted. It's that the blood flow to the nerves gets constricted. When nerves are constricted, it does damage. Again, do some research on nerves. We've all had pinched nerves and felt our hands go numb and tingly. I'm not necessarily sure that a pinched nerve makes your hand go numb and tingly. Like if you fall asleep, if you're sleeping on a desk, for example, and you're sleeping on your arm and your arm goes to sleep. That's because the weight of your head is restricting the blood flow to your arm. That's why your arm goes to sleep, falls asleep. And then when you take your head off your arm, the blood flow into your arm increases, and your arm is tingly because it is waking up. It's because the blood flow and the signals back to the brain from the nerves in your arm start to operate the way they should. So again, you're assuming when you say this they weren't waking up. Quite the opposite. So you're purporting here to know something about something where you're, right here you're asking questions about it. So if this is a statement of yours right here, then you're basing this statement upon some assumption, because in this previous paragraph you have all these questions about nerves. So how could you possibly make this statement if you have all these questions, right? You're going to have to do some research if you want to understand these. I can't, I'm not a doctor. I can't answer these questions in the way that, or explain them to you in the way that I think you want an explanation. Tom felt that other therapists here would fall short, which wasn't encouraging. Well, of course it's his ego speaking. Everybody has an ego. And I mean, again, Tom pioneered this neurosoma massage therapy. So as far as he's concerned, anyone else who practices it, even if they've studied with Tamsin, who is the one who knows the neurosoma stuff, she's second to Tom. So Tom is the pioneer here. So of course he's going to have an ego and a chip on his shoulder about it. Okay, let me get on to the next video.